Hello little rats and welcome back to my motherfucking channel. So today's video is super exciting. I have not filmed in a while and I have just been looking forward to this video. Right now I am filming outside because there's horrible lighting inside and I have nowhere to place the camera, and I'm also a little awkward in front of other people, so yeah. Today is my day of my consulta with my potential plastic surgeon. My plastic surgeon stays in Mexico City, so we're about to head out. This appointment is basically just like an informational appointment, you know, just like seeing whether or not I can go through with the procedure safely and whether I feel comfortable with this doctor or not, which is super exciting. I hope you guys enjoy this video. If I do go through with the rhinoplasty, which is just crazy to me, we'll see whether or not it works out. Like I said, if you guys are interested, just keep on watching. Hopefully you guys can see me. So the last clip y'all saw was of me waiting at the doctor's office, and then I saw the doctor and it was like a 30-minute consult where he basically just checked my nose. He said, you know, okay, well, what I would do for you is obviously like get rid of this bump right here and then lift it a bit because it kind of droops down. So yeah, we talked about what I wanted, what he thought was good, and yeah. After that, he checked the inside of my nose and he basically said, yeah, you're definitely going to need functional surgery as well. And he works alongside a otorrinolaryngologico. I don't know, it's a long ass name in Spanish, but it's basically a doctor that specializes in like the nose and throat area whenever you have issues. So he said you're definitely gonna need that because basically this side of your nose is like closed off and you probably can't even breathe. But since I've gotten used to breathing like that, you know, I didn't really notice it. So what he said was you're gonna have to make an appointment with him. 3 hours later I had an appointment with the other doctor, and he basically said, yeah, you know, you're a great candidate, and he explained everything to me, and basically you know, like having this issue takes a lot away from you. It's kind of like it can be a cause for my allergies, which I've struggled with for a long ass time. It can also be a cause for like ear infection. He showed me the inside of my ears. My ears are really fucked up. Mis tímpanos are really like, they're really scarred because growing up I had a lot of ear infections, and he said that my nose and like my breathing issues could have been an issue. I mean, could have been the cause of that. So he just basically said like we have to do the surgery in order for you to like, you know, reduce the chance of like your ears popping and causing more damage. I don't know, he explained everything and I was like, damn. I went with him, and then that's really all I had to do, and then I made an appointment for my surgery, and my surgery is on December 16th at 12 p.m. Prior to the surgery you do need pre-op exams, and it's basically like blood work, and you do need like a chest x-ray. But I got that all done when I was in Minneapolis, just so that I wouldn't have to worry about it. So now it's just about waiting. There's a whole list of things that I have to do beforehand. Some of them are like taking vitamins like 5 days prior, or I have to remove like all nail polish. I have to not eat anything at all for at least 8 hours. Yeah, there's just a bunch of things, and he gave me the list. I also have to get a COVID test, and it has to be at least 5 days from the surgery, so I have to you know, set that up. Right now I'm not feeling any type of nerves. Today is December 7th. I'm not feeling nervous or anything, but I know that when the day comes, when it comes closer, like the day before, I'm going to be super anxious and super nervous. But for now, guys, I am super excited, and I am excited to show you guys like the recovery process, and yeah, just me getting ready to get surgery. So yeah, I guess this was just like a little update of what happened that day. I am just now updating you guys because I forgot to record that same day. Good morning, y'all. So I did it, and I didn't record anything because I don't know, I was just too caught up in the moment. And I was just like a little nervous. Yesterday wasn't that bad, but right now it is kind of uncomfortable. But yeah, yesterday I just took the meds that he gave me, and now today I'll be showing you guys the meds and what he instructed me to do. Oh my god. yeah, so I guess this is officially like day 1 of recovery, because yesterday I didn't finish till about 4 or 5ish. So yeah, it was like half a day. Today is like a full day of recovery. I don't know if this is even like okay lighting for this, but I'm hoping that you guys can see what I'm seeing. My eyes aren't swollen or at all. They're supposed to be swollen the second and third day, or I guess that's when the most swelling and inflammation happens. So I guess we'll just have to see. So yeah, I'll see you guys in a bit when it's time for my medications. Alright guys, so I'm going to be doing a voiceover for some of these clips. So here is me taking all of my prescribed medications. I think I took some of these for about 5 days after the surgery, and yeah, I think it was just morning time and nighttime that I had to take them. This was me icing my face. I think I did this for about 15 minutes every 4 hours for like the first week, and I think it really helped with the swelling. So I would definitely recommend that. And then on to the next day, which is day 2. I just feel like my eye is really bad. My left eye specifically, I feel like it's just really swollen, as you can see, but it isn't too scary, I guess. And then day 3, this was me on my way to get my splits removed, and I just look chubby. I don't know. Day 4, I no longer had to wear the gauze beneath my nose, which was nice. I could breathe a little better now, and that is what I looked like. I just look really chubby, and my lip, I could not move my lip. I tried to smile and stuff, and it was just so ugly. So yeah, ew. And then day 5, that is what I was looking like. I think the bruising is a lot more noticeable on this day. You know, the bruising under my eyes, and I feel like my face once again just looks super swollen. So yep. And then day 6, that is what I was looking like. And then after day 6, it jumps forward to January 16th, which is the last clip I got. And that is what my nose looked like 1 month after my surgery. And then we'll go on to January 27th, where I'll talk to you guys a bit more about everything. I'm trying to... Okay, we should be good, and I have to film this pretty quickly. Okay. Hello little rats. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about my rhinoplasty / septoplasty experience. I guess this is also just a little update. So I feel like I look pretty much the same. I'm glad that I look the same. I didn't want it to be such a drastic change. But this is what my nose looks like right now. This is the front, and I'll show you guys the sides. So this is what my left side looks like. Obviously I don't have the bump anymore. I'm going to include some before and after pictures, by the way. But I don't have the bump anymore, and my nose just looks a little bit more lifted. And this is what my right side looks like, same thing. I think one side looks better than the other, but I mean, that's how my original nose was anyway. So I feel like, you know, you can't just get everything in life type of shit. There's still a lot of swelling going on. It takes up to a year to see final results of a rhinoplasty, so I'm not really sweating it. I'm just being patient and just kind of waiting for the swelling to go down. The swelling is most concentrated on the tip right now, and I feel like you can kind of tell because it just looks a little fat. But yeah, as time goes on, it's supposed to be going down, and it's supposed to be like defining your nose a little more, so I guess we'll wait for the final results. But yeah, so I got this done in Mexico. I have been wanting this surgery for a long time now. I've been wanting it since probably I was like 13, 14, 15. I feel like back in the day I was super insecure about it. I just let it get to me to a point where like I just thought about it so much, and it was just kind of like, damn, like I hate myself, I look ugly, this and that. In high school, I got a lot better. I feel like, you know, the bullying kind of diminished a lot, and it was just kind of like, okay, like maybe it's not that bad. And I was sort of beginning to accept it, and I was actually supposed to get this surgery in 2018, right before college. Had the money, had talked to some surgeons, had my flight to Mexico, but I had to attend Olaf and I had to attend the summer bridge program, which was mandatory. So I was just kind of like, wow, you know, it didn't happen, but I'm kind of glad it didn't, because I feel like it was in college, you know, my first 2 years of college, where I truly just accepted myself, because to be honest, no one gives a fuck here. Like, no one cares about what you look like. I feel like I didn't even care what I looked like at some point. I don't know, I just really just started to accept myself, and I was just kind of like, you know what, like, I like my nose, like, I don't have an issue with it, but, you know, if I could, if I had the money, I would definitely change it. So about 6-7 months ago, my mom told me we'd be going to Mexico in December of 2020, so I was like, maybe this is perfect timing. I talked to one of the surgeons I talked to in the past, and you know, I just felt ready. I was just kind of like, you know what, I'm gonna save up my money and I'm gonna see if I can get it done this December. I hit him up, I asked him what I needed, this and that. It happened on December 16th. On that day, I feel like I was definitely nervous. I got there and then they just had me, you know, do the paperwork, so I had to like go through, sign my life away. It's like, you could die, you could get an infection and die, you could do this and that, and I was just like, damn, like, this is kind of scary, but I still signed anyway, because I was like, if I die, I'm finna die happy as fuck in my casket with my new nose, so I don't give a fuck. I signed away, and then they sent me to another room where they took pictures. I paid, first of all, and I ended up paying $4,000, guys. I feel like people are so shady with like how much they pay for procedures. No, guys, I paid $4,000, and that is half the price of what I would have paid here, so thank God for Mexico and their surgeons, and you know, they're just as good and just a lot cheaper. So anyway, yeah, so I paid cash because there's a 10% discount. If not, I would have paid around 79,000 pesos, which would have been around 4,200, maybe $300, something like that. Anyway, I saved myself a little money. I paid, they took pictures from every angle, and then they had me undress and in my little robe. They had me wait for a little bit, then they sent me to the surgical room. I laid there and I was just like, oh lordy, like, this is getting real. And they put an IV in my arm. They started injecting like all these medications that I needed, and then the 2 surgeons walked in. They was like, girl, is you ready? I was like, hell yeah, doc, you know, where's the scalpel? He was just like, don't worry, you're in good hands. And I was just like, thank you, sir. And then I didn't know how they were gonna, you know, put me to sleep. I thought they were gonna use that little mask, but I guess they didn't. They just injected it, and they didn't even tell me when they injected it. So he was just talking to me. He was like, oh, like, where are you from? I'm like, oh yeah, I'm from Minnesota. He's like, oh, so you come back and forth? And I was like, yeah, I come visit whenever I can. And then he's like, oh, what do you like better, the cold or the hot weather? And I was like, the hot weather. And then I knocked the fuck out. Like, that's the last thing I remember saying. I was like, the hot weather. I knocked out, and I didn't wake up until the surgery was over. Obviously, it took about 2 hours and a half, and then I woke up in a completely different room. The doctor said everything went well, and that I was gonna love the results, that it looked really, really natural, and that it wasn't gonna be obvious that I got surgery, this and that. And I was just like, okay, cool. They had my mom come in, and yeah, that was it. I went home that same day. I didn't feel loopy, I didn't feel like nauseous, none of that from the anesthesia. I felt pretty normal, just a little like tired, I guess. So I rested for about 45 minutes, and then we drove back to my hometown in Guerrero. I stayed about 2 hours away from Mexico City, where I got the surgery done, so I did have to drive back and forth for my consultas and for my actual surgery and stuff like that. And that's when recovery started. I had 2 splints put in, you know, those little thingies, I don't know. And about 3 days later, I had to go back to Mexico City to get those taken out, and then after that, I was kind of able to breathe a little better. And yeah, that's really when recovery started. My recovery process went well. I had the cast on for about 1.5 weeks to 2 weeks, I believe. And after that, I what else happened? I'm trying to think. What was I on? Oh, at 12 days, guys, I bled a lot. I was on like a hammock, and then all of a sudden, like, it started, what do you call it? It started like gushing out of my nose, and I was so scared. I was like on my way to the hospital. I hopped in the car. I was like, take me to the hospital. Like, I don't know if this is normal. Like, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna bleed out. So then we were on our way. We had driven like for a minute, and I was just like, wait, I think it stopped. And then it had stopped. So I was just like, you know what? Let's go back. I'm just gonna text the, you know, the doctor and see what's going on. And then they basically said to use Afrin, which is just like some spray that you can put in your nose, and it's supposed to stop the bleeding. I used that. I bled a little that afternoon, I think, just a little bit more. But after that, I didn't bleed anymore, and I'm so glad. But yeah, that's not normal. It's not supposed to happen, but it's also one of the most common issues that people have. Yeah, so luckily it didn't turn into anything else, and I'm fine. And yeah, I definitely do have the scar at the bottom right here, but it's only been about a month, so I'm hoping that it'll, you know, slowly keep going away. I also feel like little bumps, which I don't know if they're supposed to be there, but you can't really see them anyway. They're at the bottom here. This is where they cut. And yeah, guys, so that was my experience. After that, I stayed there for about 2 weeks, and then I came back to Minnesota, and I am now here. And yeah, so I'm super glad I went through with it, guys. It was just like a little boost of confidence. I feel a lot more, you know, just happy with how I look, and I'm super happy that I went through with it. I hope you guys are happy for me as well. I don't know if I'm gonna continue to do update videos. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. Maybe I'll do like a Q&A of like rhinoplasty type of deal. I don't know. But yeah, what was I gonna say? Yeah, guys, I'm super happy. That's all I have to say, pretty much. Like, if you guys have any questions about it, if you guys are curious, if you guys, you know, want to know anything, I am happy to do another video. And as I continue to post, I'm sure that you guys will continue to see the progress. Right now, it's really swollen like right here, so I'm just waiting for it to go down so that I can finally see like what I'm gonna look like for real, for real. But what the fuck, I don't know why I didn't say the doctor's name. His name is Raul Perez Cerezo. You can honestly just, I'll put it up on the screen, and then you can honestly just Google him and he'll pop up. His website is there, and also like his contact info if you're interested. And yeah, guys, so thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know if you have any questions. And yeah, I love you guys. Have a great rest of your day. Mwah.